What is happening, guys? This is Fallen from OTB coming at you on a pretty late evening here, and I just kind of wanted to try kind of a new video concept and see how this would work here too. And really, we just got matched up against a war. A little bit of time has gone by. These guys are, looks like they're from Kuwait, and I think I don't know. I think these guys have the levels to be able to bring it, but. What I want to do is I want to take a peek at these bases, and I just kind of want to call out here, maybe in just a short amount of time, exactly how to go about hitting these bases. And there's 20 of them, so let's get going here, and I'll see. Maybe I'll spend a little more time on a couple, and maybe I'll breeze through a couple more. So looking at this base here, definitely a hog opportunity. I've seen this base before for sure. Looks like a kill squad can do pretty well, and bring a golem or two golems, maybe down. Maybe I don't know. I suppose either the bottom here, kind of to get towards king, or maybe there's a bomb there right in the middle, so you might want to come top right. Trigger these open spaces, which are probably going to be Teslas, is my guess, in each little open space. And then hit that thing with hogs, probably in a straight line or an Asian wall, either going up here and across, or or down the bottom left and across. Anyways, that's what I'd do for that. This base, ooh, interesting. Now this is the first time I've seen all these bases, so give me a little minute here. We probably got some, maybe some bombs or Tesla there, and definitely two Teslas, maybe mid, if not all of them. Another hog opportunity. What I'd probably do is come in from bottom, maybe pull the, it would be an easy CC pull, so we'd come in from probably bottom with one golem, maybe two golems if you really want to get crazy, and then I'd probably just Asian wall across, one of the sides of this space, so they kind of sweep across. From left to right or right to left, while the kill squad's doing the work. Moving on here, kind of an interesting base here. I would like to see, hogs could be a little bit freaky on this base. Definitely could be done, but there's probably some obvious bombs probably, and I'd probably bring something with some back end loons, no matter what. Go wee wipe or something like that with back end loons. Pretty easy stuff if you can get to the core and be able to set your pathing. I'd maybe come in straight from the bottom here, and maybe one golem. Yeah, maybe just kind of from the bottom, or you could spread out and do literally half the base. I don't know if I'd go that far with a TH8. But anyways, yeah, I'd bust in through bottom. Rush the core there, and then all of these defenses along the outside will be available for loon cleanup, or whatever you want to get done with those. Probably some air traps to watch out for, but we would see some really good cleanup if we got to the core on this base, and then we're able to pick it apart from the outside. Same thing with this base. Looks exactly the same, actually. Same ordeal there. This one, probably some Teslas up there in each open spot. Teslas there. I don't know. Bombs might just be on the outside of this base, unless there's a couple of the bombs in those open spaces there. We're gonna be looking at bombs outside. I'd say on the outside of the outside of these walls on each side, and who knows where else. With this, I would definitely bring hogs to this type of base. Eridy's too good for dragons. Pathing's a little weird. Yeah, I would probably do hogs. Just kind of looking at it, I guess I don't really know what angle, but it would be an easy CC pull. Everything could work out pretty fine there. Moving on. Really good base for the first TH9, honestly. Probably a set of bombs on one of these in between the archer towers and the cannons. If you did have double bombs, there could be one in each one with a Tesla, maybe. There could be Tesla's middle there. I'd consider hogging this base. I don't know if it exactly is going to work too well, La Lune is a little... La Lune's pretty doable if you kind of take it in a clockwise rotation, but you'd have to really get moving on that. So I guess, I don't know, we're just going to leave that one behind a little bit there. Here we go. This is a nice base to hog for sure. Pretty easy to get to queen there. I'd probably just jump that wall from the outside. Couple witches, regular shit. And relatively easy CC pull. I consider, I don't know, we could get loons or hogs probably to push in from that CC pull. And then I'd probably, I'd probably kill queen, coming from this top right angle or from the right, and then make sure all these top defenses were close to being taken care of. Maybe fill in a couple hogs with that kill squad after you pull CC, and move in. And then I'd probably just bring the a solid Asian wall, a couple, maybe the 2-finger drop might always work from this side, and then they'll probably just run across the whole half of the base down towards the bottom or towards core and kind of work their way down. Maybe save like 2-4 hogs for back end here. I don't know, 4 to 6 hogs for back end. I think that would work pretty well. Forgot to put it on silent. Sorry, guys. It's kind of fun right here. Outside air defenses, I don't know. It's kind of a lame base to... Kind of lame for a go wee wee, even though that would be kind of fun to see. I suppose on ground, I think they're trying to tell you, hey, hogs are a good thing to use on this base. A lot of very close defenses here throughout the whole top. I would like to see it get hogged. Really easy CC pull. That shouldn't cause any problems. Getting to the queen would be the hardest part, but I'd go with a 2 golem then, in that case. And while we're at it, I'd come in maybe... Oh boy. She's a little closer, it seems, at top left, but maybe I'd come in bottom left just because all those other defenses are a lot closer together up top. So I'd maybe jump, or I'd break in from bottom and then jump to queen. 2 golems would be optimal, I really feel. Regular stuff with the witches. Yeah, it's going to be kind of tough. We might have to come from a certain angle here to be able to deal with CC. And then you put the hogs in a coordination to where your kill squad's coming in. So if the bottom left is dead, or if the more left side is dead, I'd filter them in from the side, top or bottom, and then be able to they'd all run together. Maybe I'm kind of into that right now. Them kind of sticking together. Moving on. Nice big wide open base. This is a pretty solid. I mean, you could go wee wee. I might consider a 3 golem go wee wee. 1 bottom, 1 at this corridor, and try and break it in right away. And then right on this cannon that will push kind of around the outside. And then I'd push the main squad, up the middle here, or go towards the queen maybe. I'd probably go towards queen instead. CC pull isn't necessary on a base like that. Oh man, a Govala would be great too, but you'd really have to control a lot of stuff, and the way that the pathing is too, you'd have to cover a wide spread to get Velks running mid, but you could totally do that from here, straight ahead, get Velks up in core. Things should die really quickly, but because the CC is an issue, you'd probably want to use witches as well, maybe a combination of witches to Velks. Maybe we could get away with 2 golems as well. But yeah, that's what I would do on that base, and then you'd have back end clean up here with loons, on the top or on each half here, or on each quadrant. You get 3 defenses probably for loon kills. So 3, 6, 9 total. So that's totally cool. That's a nice little base right there to hit. Here we go. Defenses I'm seeing right off the bat are all pretty close together. I would say that Velks are an option, even though the air defenses are a little bit strange. I would still say Velks are an option. You come in top right, maybe. jump or try and get through there the best way towards queen. And then let's see, CC pull is it's doable. You'd have to push a little bit, but it's so doable. And I'd probably come top right with Velks, bust them through, and jump to core. Kill queen easy. They would just run like crazy in core. 2 heals, you know, so you could heal them early and then heal them with the right in the middle to tank everything. That's looking pretty good. Anyways, trying to hurry up here. Another base. These are kind of weird. This looks exactly like my farming base. It literally is, with things moved around a little bit. So there's probably, you know, there's Tesla's core right next to each CC right there. There's probably, I don't think there'd be double bombs, even though someone might have to be a little bit nervous about it. I really don't think hogs are the best. This is kind of one of those weird bases to hit, where you kind of have to spread yourself out a little bit if you want to move forward, or else they'll continue kind of doing some dumb things, you know, around the outside, or just really stupid things they're capable of. I've seen it on my farming base. So we'd have to kind of look at that one again. Maybe sometime I have more time to check it out. Here's a base we see, you know, quite a bit. Sometimes strats don't work the best on here, but I'd maybe do maybe a surgical hog. You know, maybe start in this right corner here. 2 golems maybe. Break in just once and be able to kill that queen for sure. And as those 2 golems are tanking pretty much everything around us here, in theory, they'd be pretty untouched for pathing around the outside. Yeah, like a minion here to control pathing. We'd see what would be tanking up here. I don't know, maybe not push that far. Then I'd probably surgical hog. So if I came in right, I'd maybe then come in top and let them kind of seep over towards the left or core. I'd actually probably try and keep them core and let each you know, corner I decide to come into, because I'd probably send, you know, a giant to each. 1, 2, 3 giants total I'd probably send, and then like a nice group of hogs on each, you know, top 3 and 3, maybe on each top right area there, or each, you know, directly at the top. Moving on. This is screaming go wee wee right off the bat here. Potential of a go Valo. If there's any Teslas though, they're gonna make the Velks kind of, you know, potentially run a little bit wild. I want to say that there's Teslas in the core, but I don't know. That's pretty fat. I would send witches and Velks, honestly, to I'm not sure. I don't even know what direction. I wouldn't want to pull CC. Too much troop space needed. I'd probably, my first guess is to come in from the top, 2 golems, try and break in that wall, and then be able to jump to core, and then they'll also spread and go and kill the queen and stuff. So I'd use quite an assortment of Velks to witches. I love that strat. It's really nice because you don't have to worry about your Velks dying necessarily if there's some heavy stuff in the CC. Because the witches' skellies are running out ahead. And so that's kind of cool. And then back-end loons, for sure. We got exposed to ground, so definitely back-end loons, 10 at least. So yeah, you'd be running yourself a little thin. Here we go. We see this base all the time. Watch the previous videos if you want to see it exploited. You know, 16 hogs from top, surgical hog. The rest with like a go wee wee. To be able to pull CC and kill everything. Nice solid go wee wee from bottom here. That's how you kill it. Kind of a tough one here as we get up into my area where I'm kind of going to be having to look at these bases a little bit closer. I could definitely see a surgical hog. You know, maybe starting a 1 to, you know, probably 2 golems in the bottom right here, 1 on cannon and archer tower if I can get in there. Probably just 1, I'm not sure, probably just 1 solid jump right over this air D right to queen. I'm going to need to be tanking quite a bit. CC is pullable, so I'll probably pull it from cannon here. And then easy pull over to the right. So move in at this angle, and then I'd probably I mean, I'd really want to surgical. I'd have to look where the bombs are. I want those to be Teslas, and then I can kind of come in from each angle, when looking over kind of on this side. If there is Teslas there, I'd send like 3 or 4 hogs to this bottom archer tower as well, somewhere along the journey. And I'd maybe, top is a little freaky, but I would come in each angle though with hogs. That would work, maybe at this kind of sharper angle. So then they would kind of move in, get Wiz Tower, and Expo or whatever next. Hogs, surgical hogs, I think would be the answer. And this base, man, these are just kind of strange bases on first glance here. Definitely could do a go wee wee, could do a Velk. I'd like to see a Velk attack. Once again, CC's towards the middle. I would also consider using witches with witches and some Velks as well. Maybe 5 or 6 Velks and 3 or 4 witches would be nice. 3 would be, I suppose, optimal. I think with the amount of back-end cleanup that we would need. Queen is up there, that sucks, but she jumped the wall probably to go and kill something. She probably definitely would. So we would see her eventually die. Anyways, come in with the main stuff. Maybe up from this witch. Potentially. We'd have to look at this again. Anyways, you'd want to bring like 8 to 10 loons then for backup. I'd try and bring more, but I'd probably run it short. Here's another one of these bases, number 4. Just kind of everything's kind of core again. I don't know. It's a really weird thing to be able to call. I want to skip this and be able to look at this a little bit more later, but it looks like a pretty good base. I'd probably La Loon this base, actually. I'd probably La Loon this thing. Even 2 golems right up the middle, right here, and then just jump to queen just to really set the pathing. I don't know. I like that. And then be able to kill, maybe set it towards one of the directions to be able to kill an AirD, I suppose, to focus on. So I'm not exactly sure, but definitely good pathing there for balloons. Number 3, I think we're getting into TH10 country. Oh, sure. I don't really want to spend time on the TH10s because really you kind of have to go for the 2 stars sometimes, unless you really feel you can get away with it. I just want to say Expos are set to ground, so he's anticipating that ground attack, and I wonder what would happen doing something else. Some sort of an air attack or whatever. Anyways, we don't really want to mess with him too much. This is a base you always see. If this base actually stays, it'll be one of the most YouTube bases ever, and I think we all know how to hit them if we really look. And yeah, of course, just abusing the YouTube bases. We see them all over the place. So anyways, you guys, I'm trying to call these things out, and we'll see. Maybe this video will help people kind of look at things. I didn't really spend much time on it. Maybe in some future videos I will spend more time on it. Anyways, you guys, we're going to call it here. This is Fallen from OTB signing off.